All right, everyone. Greetings from, well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at small forward. Sinks the tray.
The versatility of Towns, unleashing his outside game and presenting all sorts of problems for the defense.
Now here's Morant. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scorers.
Russell into the lane, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. The pass to Jackson. Morant with it. And no good, trying to use the glass.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot. In the 2021-22 season, we saw Ja Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 for 3 so far. Russell against Morant. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Well, Smitty, with Morant, his ascension into superstardom was quicker than expected.
BA, before he tweaked his knee, he was in the top 5 for the MVP race, putting himself among the league's elite at the age of 22. And with his passion, he's only going to get better.
Russell finds Gobert. Now Towns. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams. And it's Brooks missing.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Pass to Gobert. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
Entering the league raw offensively, Gobert's developed a few moves in the inside.
Outside Morant. Outside Bain. Back to Morant. Russell with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. And out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Brooks with it. Jackson outside. Brooks the screen on Towns. On the wing, Bain. The drive by Morant. Three-pointer. Bain, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Challenging the heart of the defense. Ja Morant can beat you with the pass or the shot.
Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable for them.
BA, no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
Outside Bain. Here's Jackson. And Gobert with a block.
The wingspan of Gobert is huge, and he uses it so well to deny shooters.
Shot is good by Edwards.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Now here's Morant. 6 points for him. There's 45 seconds left in the first. Brooks, the pass to Bain. 6 to shoot. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. at Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Russell. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Whether it's on the ball or off, Jaren Jackson has shown great awareness and timing as a shot blocker.
Here's McDaniels. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Brooks with the rebound. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Bain. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. Russell, the pass to Towns. And count that. 2 points and a chance for 1 more at the line.
And yeah, this is what you like to see from Towns, using his size and strength to make things happen.
With 2 seconds left. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
The free throw drops for Morant.
The upside Ja Morant has is exciting. An explosive young talent with an outstanding work ethic.
And Edwards puts up a deep 3. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Timberwolves. He had solid production this quarter with scoring and rebounding. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Hard to stop Gobert on the dunk. His length gives him a clear path to the rim.
Pass to Moran. Kicks it out to Jackson. Launches a 3. Drops in the 3.
He's an asset in helping space the floor. He has tremendous touch from range.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Towns with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Shot clock at 5. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And he gets that one.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Now Morant. He's got 10. And Gobert with a block. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Towns for 3. Adams grabs the miss. The Grizzlies have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's Bain. Dunks it hard with 1 hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
You see the impressive leaping ability. Bain getting off the ground with ease.
Russell, the pass to Gobert. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Steven Adams.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Coming off his 3rd All-Star performance, it's easy to say Rudy Gobert is one of the best centers in the league.
And here's Morant. Pass to Bain. Jackson on the wing. Back to Bain. Here's Adams. Outside Morant. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. And Smitty, no question, Gobert, one of the best bigs we have in the league right now.
You're right, B.A. The reason why 3 consecutive All-Star appearances. He's led the league in field goal percentage multiple times. And he's a block machine.
Jackson finds Adams. Outside Morant. Back to Jackson. Fires the 3. He can't get that one to fall. And Minnesota the other way with it now. Edwards, a pass to Towns. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. You know, one expression you hear from a lot of coaches nowadays, threatening drives. What's the value of breaking the paint?
BA, dribble penetration is so important, particularly in today's game. With the spacing and the great shooting on the perimeter, if you can get to the paint, one, you may score at the rim, but if the defense collapses, now you have an opportunity to find an open shooter from three.
From deep, Morant. And again, Memphis no good. For Minnesota, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. And here's Edwards outside, knocks it down from distance. And now a 9-point Minnesota lead.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Pass to Bain. On the wing, Brooks. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Jackson gets the bucket.
Answering back with a 3 of his own, Jackson has a calmness to his game, but he's a competitor.
Russell to pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, BA.
Hey, little exclamation point. Outside Morant. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Russell against Morant. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. 5 on the clock. Here's Morant. And he drives in.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic. Even his teammates look a little stunned.
Here's Edwards. He has 7 from short range. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Ooh, how sick was that, guys? I mean, he makes defenders look silly with moves like that.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Outside Bain. Brooks outside. Pass to Adams. Tries again. And here's Bain. Outside Morant. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
I like when Ja forces the issue, especially in close where he's fearless.
And Morant drops them both. Well, these teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got it off in time.
The previous play is under
but I'm not sure how much it'll impact this game. We'll see.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've gotten enough looks. Thanks very much, Allie.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, the Grizzlies 22, the Timberwolves 29.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
On the court for the Timberwolves, we've got Naz Reid. Torian Prince is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Jalen Noel. And it's McLaughlin in at the 1.
He has elite athleticism, makes Ja Morant a threat on the glass, and you know he can finish.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jones is checked in.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones, and finished off by Anderson.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Outside, Green. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. On the wing, Conchar. Pass to Tillman. On the wing, Green. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
In rhythm, what a beautiful release by Danny Green. The catch and shoot, he has it to a science.
To the inside. Here's Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
The B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. To the middle. Here's Tillman. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged and everything has to be earned.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
He misses the free throw.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Nas Reed.
And he's good on the second. For Memphis, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Jones in the post. Outside for Green. Now here's Jones. Defense is right there. Clock at 6.
Minnesota foul. Damian Lillard. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Conchar. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Just 5 to shoot. Takes the 3.
The way Anderson defends you, he understands angles and does a good job of timing the contest. He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
1:43 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Prince. Another miss by Minnesota.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Nails it from 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. On the wing, Conchar. Pass to Aldama. Now here's Jones. Tillman with a screen. Jones with the ball. Guarded now by Anderson. They get it again. Here's Conchar. The 3. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Can they get it? And it's McLaughlin missing. The Grizzlies have gone 7 of 10 here in the second half. Green for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A. Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that.
First free throw is good. So Memphis ends up going with a new group. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Anderson. McDaniels is checked in for Prince. And it's Edwards in for Noel. Morant into the lane. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than John Morant.
Pass to Towns. Here's McLaughlin, pounded by Morant. He takes it in. Shot from the wing. Edwards can't hit.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Back to Morant, and we've reached the end of the third. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing that has to try and take away.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the one. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Minnesota on D. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Here's Adams. Outside for Brooks. Puts up a three. They get it back. Outside Payne to the paint. And another shot. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
And here's Edwards outside. The Grizzlies pull it in. Left side Payne. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Morant against Russell. And then Morant with the dunk.
You love to see that kind of elevation from your point guard. John Morant's a reliable finisher.
Russell from outside. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Outside Morant. Morant with the slam!
As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
The kick out to Edwards. Towns with the ball. Lets the three fly. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got 8 rebounds in the game. Outside Morant. Takes it inside. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
It's been a tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
Russell to pass to Towns. Looking to end the run. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Steven Adams.
Almost 7 feet tall. Towns has the length to get to the line. A tough guy to guard. That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Memphis leading. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Outside Payne from deep. Knocks down the long J.
Impressive accuracy of Desmond Bain. He has put in the work to be a reliable three-point option.
When you're trying to cut into a lead, you can't afford that kind of mistake.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
And that's how you defend. Glad we had a chance to see a replay of that block again.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. That's going to send John Morant to the line. That one on Russell. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Gobert with a screen on Payne. Edwards for 3. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Steven Adams. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Memphis.
They are making it rain from the three-point land right now. And the coaching staff continues to encourage them to let it fly.
One other thing they've done very well has been scoring inside, just pounding and grinding down there. They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
The 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Bain against Edwards. This one's for 3. Another miss by Minnesota. Memphis has got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Grizzlies.
Absolute fireworks display. High-scoring game. They were unstoppable, Grant.
Yeah, just relentless from start to finish. And the pace was furious. Ultimately, they wore out the other team.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Ja Morant.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success. He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
Outside Morant. Let's go with a 3. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on them.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Some serious slick dime dropping out there.
I like that play. Easily could have laid it up, but he dropped it off his teammate, and he hammered it.
Adams a screen. Fires from deep. And Ja Morant again. Morant's got 40 points.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
Russell finds Towns. Outside McDaniels. Back to Towns. Shoots over Jackson. Misses the shot. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen.
Right, and they play well. David, thanks. So Memphis will get the first possession. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. And it's Morant missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
Jackson looking around in the corner. George with it. 6 on the shot clock. The three-pointer, no good. Memphis with the ball. On the wing, Bain. Jackson setting the pick here for Bain. And he makes good on the layup.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Jackson against Morant. Jackson kicks to George. No good from outside.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Zubats against Adams. Left side Jackson. And he banks in the lane.
This is where you want Jackson Jr. going to town. He's got a nice soft touch around the rim.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Takes the three. The Grizzlies pull it in. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Bain finds Jackson. The shot, no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Jackson passes to George. Launches it. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Jackson up top, covered by Morris. They get a hand on it. Outside, Bain. Back to Jackson. That shot misses. Good work defensively by Morris. Clippers trail by 4.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Now, here is Morris. Outside for Jackson. And again, no good by the Clippers. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant with it. Bring it down by Jackson. Down low. Here's Morris. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
And it's Morant missing. The Clippers have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Jackson finds Leonard. Outside for George. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Memphis leading. Morant with it. In the corner, it's Bain. Leonard on the wing. Brooks covering. Leonard against Brooks. Outside Jackson. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
Now, here is George. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And the Grizzlies with possession here. 41 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
And he ends up missing both free throws.
The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well.
Grizzlies have gone 2 of 6 from the field. And then Morant slams it in.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Here's George. Zubac trying to break loose. And it's George missing.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
And here's Leonard from 3. He's off on that one. And so the first quarter is in the books. Grizzlies lead by 4.
Please give a big round of applause for your
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at point guard. Morant kicks to Brooks. Back to Morant. On the wing, Bain. It's hauled in by Paul George.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Nobody near Leonard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
And the reflexes are just key. Kawhi is already anticipating that shot before he even gets the ball.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin. Get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. I think a trip to the finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Jackson with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Morant scanning the floor. Adams finds Brooks. Adams with the screen on Jackson. Back to Adams. Out to Morant. Shot clock at 5. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Morant's got 4 points this quarter.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Jackson passes to Zubac. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Morant kicks to Bain. And it's Brooks at the elbow. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Outside, Bain down to 5 on the shot clock. And Brooks gets it on the assist by Bain. Brooks has got his first 3 points of the game.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. Back to Jackson. Clippers moving the ball around. And that one is good from Zubac.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
Tipped away. Morant passes to Bain. Out to Brooks. Shoots over Leonard. Brooks misses. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. They trail by 1. George with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. And it's Leonard missing. Grizzlies have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. On the wing, Brooks. 1:41 left in the first half of the game. Jackson finds Leonard. Richard, you were part of a Cavs team that came back from 3 games to 1 down in the NBA Finals to win the title. Remarkable. Just how hard was that to do?
Well, let me say this. I think it was the greatest championship ever. And I'm not being biased. Those are the facts. They were the defending champion. They had the 2-time MVP. They won 73 wins that year. So for me, that was the most special comeback because we played in the greatest championship of all time.
I'm assuming there was no doubt in your mind at all you would come back, correct?
That's a lie. There was tons of doubt in my mind, but I will say this. When you have a group of guys that stay together when you're down 3-1, it's because you believe in each other and we believe in ourselves.
And George kicks to Leonard. Over Bain. Here's George. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. George has got the game tied up here for the Clippers. Morant outside. Outside Jackson. Back to Morant. From outside, off the mark. The Clippers have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. And the wide open shot from Morris. And the 3 off target. Back to Morant. And he uses the glass on the lane. Morant's got 9 points in the quarter.
Working through the lane, Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off.
Okay, David, much appreciated. After a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
They've got Jones, and it's Green in at the 3. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. It's Powell on the wing. Off target from outside. Memphis leading. One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people may think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
Emphatic points from Covington. Dunks and threes. Baskets every team needs. That's what Robert brings to the table.
Jones, the pass to Aldama. For 3. Batum grabs the miss. The Clippers shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Very pretty alley-oop layup. Covington's got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Here's Conchar. The Grizzlies with another miss. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Covington wide open. He fires. Off target from 3-point range.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Jones gets to Green. Here's Tillman to the middle. It's deflected. Covington with the steal. Jones against Wall. Pass to Batum. It's stolen by Jones. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. Moving it up. Knocked loose. Tillman. Jones, the pass to Tillman. Drops in the layup for two. Tillman's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Wall, no luck. Grizzlies have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. The pass to Green. Back to Jones. Pass to Eldama. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
Exposing the defense and taking advantage in the paint.
Ball against Jones. Fires the 3. Doesn't go that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. 1:31 left here in the third quarter. Outside, Green. Passes it to Concho. Shot clock at 6. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Just lost his head out there. It would happen if you were pushing a little too hard.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. LA has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Wall dishes to Covington. He kicks it to Powell. Feeds to Batum. Banked in off the glass.
And a high percentage look there is what Batum was after. He goes inside and makes it happen.
51 seconds left in the third. Here's Morant. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they save the win.
That's good from Morant. And he's checked in for Brandon Clark. Both free throws good from Morant. There's 48 seconds left in the third. Outside Jackson. Morris passes to Zubac. Stolen by Jackson. And here we go. Fast break in Morant's got. And Morant throws it down.
With elite speed and quickness, Morant continues to be ferocious on those fast breaks.
Outside for George. Shot and game clock separated by 5. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Leonard.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Out to Brooks. The 3. No good. Shot missing. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's the Grizzlies. They lead by 2. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass. Flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson at the 1 spot.
And Jackson has become a reliable three-point shooter. That's a shot you got to respect.
Outside, Bain. He dishes it to Morant. Back to Bain. Out to Morant. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Picked his pocket. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. The shot comes out. The Clippers trail. To take the lead, Morris trying to free himself up, and Leonard gets it to go on the assist from Jackson.
Not afraid to get physical there. Leonard makes the shot in spite of the contact.
Morant outside. And another miss by Memphis.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Leonard kicks to George. A 3-ball. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Here's Morant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Hey guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Los Angeles. Both free throws good from Morant. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Jackson against Morant. Outside, George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Lets the 3 fly. Hits it from three-point range. Leonard's got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Clock at 6. Morant with a wide open look. And another miss by Memphis.
Whatever rhythm he had last quarter, it has left his body. He is having a hard time finding buckets.
Zubac, that's good.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Morant pushes to Jackson.
Chipping away from the big moment. No hesitation from Jackson Jr. on that shot.
Outside Jackson. On the wing, Morris. That's to George. Takes it inside.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Leonard with the steal. Right side, George. Oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Steven Adams picks one up.
And the defense knows George can score from there, which is what forces them to kind of compromise at times defensively.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game. Jackson against Morant. Takes it to Brooks. Jackson deciding where to go with it. And Adams with the slam.
You don't have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Jackson against Morant. Jackson passes to Leonard. To the paint. 5 on the clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. He's able to hit the second one, and that stretches their lead to 8. And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. He can't get it to go. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Brooks against Leonard. Outside for Jackson. Outside, George. Over Bain. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And here is Adams. Outside Jackson. Adams with the screen on Zubac. Jackson dishes to Adams. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. And so Los Angeles takes the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns is one.
Yeah, they're making strides, Allie, no question.
Here we go.
So the Clippers win the tip. Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the one spot. Down low. Here's Towns. And Towns slams it home.
And the size and speed of Towns, a natural-born highlight reel.
Kicks it to George. Lets it go from deep. And the three-pointer goes.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Now here's Russell. Inside. Here's Gobert. It's rebounded by Zubats.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one. Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top three. This is one of the most consistent, elite defenders in the game.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Endorsed with Gobert, it still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And BA, at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either.
George finds Morris. Morris on the wing. Out to Leonard. Pass to George. 5 to shoot. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. George has got 5 points.
While he is deliberate, Kawhi Leonard reads the defense and knows when and where to put a pass. That was beautifully done.
McDaniels can't hit. The Clippers have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Jackson against Russell. Outside McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Here's the three. It doesn't go for him. And Los Angeles the other way now. Jackson down low. Guarded by Russell. Morris passes to Leonard. Beyond the arc. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
This guy loves to help his team space the floor. You have to respect Kawhi's range. He will make you pay.
Outside Edwards. To end the run. Another miss by Minnesota. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 5 in this quarter. Solid. Here's Leonard. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has turned himself into an offensive force. He's a 3-level scorer, but I think you have to admire the fact that this guy is as versatile as it gets on the defensive end. He could guard 1 through 5 if necessary.
A minute 53 left in the first quarter. Russell against Jackson. And it's Towns with the power finish.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell, he can impact winning with both his scoring and his passing.
Leonard on the wing. To the inside. Zubats. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this. Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league, but boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that stars avoided.
They were, BA, but I think that started to change back in 2011. The trade of CP3 to the Clippers, it started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
Now here's George. Shot clock at 5. From downtown, Minnesota with a rebound. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. To the paint. Here's Edwards. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Edwards got 6 points.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
George outside. Pass to Morris. Lays it up and banks it in. He has 7.
Oh my goodness, Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. George with the block. Leonard outside. Back to George. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. George with a steal. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
The other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. And the Timberwolves with possession here. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. McDaniels passes to Gobert. And the layup is good. Gobert's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game. You know, for most players, being a starter has value. But Grant, some elite teams have been elevated by great players who have accepted a reserve role.
And it's really special, BA, when you have that. Players who are willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. Putting winning first at all costs. When you think about it through the years, Manu Ginobili with the Spurs, Andre Iguodala in Golden State, it really can galvanize a team and lead to winning championships.
Here's Jackson after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Leonard outside. George outside. From outside the arc. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, Paul George simply stated is playing at a high level, getting to his spots and riding this wave of scoring.
The offensive rebound. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give him a spark. Now here's Jackson. Out to Leonard. Back to Jackson. Leonard passes to George. Clock is at 3. And he drew the blocking foul, so he'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
We know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor, Doris.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a 3-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
Pass to Towns, and here's Edwards. Towns down low. He's working on Morris. And that one's good.
Well, we know how capable and consistent Karl Anthony Towns can be when he gets this kind of inside position.
Morris outside. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup, nicely done.
The Timberwolves trail. Outside Russell. Pass to Edwards.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Outside McDaniels. There's the triple. That one doesn't drop. And Los Angeles the other way now. George outside. It's blocked by Gobert.
This guy is an absolute menace and force force on the defensive end. Rudy Gobert says no, sir.
It's scooped up. And the jam by Gobert.
So long, so athletic. Rudy Gobert with a big-time dunk.
1:19 left in the second. Kicks it to George. Towns against Morris. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. And stolen by Leonard. Here's the break. And the jam by George.
That's just heads-up basketball, and Jackson scanning the floor, spots the ready shooter. Nicely done.
Now Edwards. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, pay the price.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Jackson down low. Here's George. And so he draws them. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls at the previous plays, it's smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And he drops it first.
What we know about Paul George is he has proven to be an elite force on both ends. He can be a lockdown defender, and boy, can he get cooking offensively.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Here's McLaughlin. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
Jackson left side. Pass to George. Yes. And a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 6 assists now in the game.
Now, Paul George balances his perimeter game with the ability to work in the painted area.
Here's McLaughlin. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Los Angeles. He's been productive scoring the ball. He's got 20 points so far. All right, we'll get back to the... And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Paul George has been sensational.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Kyle Anderson is out there with Torian Prince. Then it's Jordan McLaughlin. Then it's Jalen Noel. And it's Reed in at center, filling out the middle. So that's the Timberwolves 5. 6 on the shot clock.
Torian Prince. First personal foul. First team foul.
Powell outside. Drives to the hoop. The kick out to Wall. Three-pointer, no good. And for the Timberwolves, their shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And he sinks the second. And here's Wall. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Covington inside. Anderson covers. Just 5 to shoot. Poke loose. Here's McLaughlin. Covington grabs the board. Powell outside. Inside. Man. And he banks in the layup. And the Clippers lead by 10.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Pass to Reed. Batum with the defensive effort. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Here's Mann. That three's off the mark. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Here's Prince. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Another miss by Minnesota.
He forced that one. Not a productive trip up the floor.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop. That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot. Well, when you consider if you're trying to guard Norman Powell, the first thing you have to worry about that quick first step. And he uses that first step with a combination of aggression and acceleration. Boy, he can get by you in a hurry.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave no doubt.
The steal. Here's Noel. Wall covering. Out to the right wing. Prince with the bucket. Prince has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And you talk about Powell's athleticism. Doris, he is fearless on his drives to the bucket.
I don't want to meet him at the cup, BA, because he could put you on a poster fast. And on the other end of the floor, he's got the wingspan and athleticism to make any assignment something he is capable of handling.
Here's McLaughlin. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Pass to Mann. Down low. In close. Misses off the right iron.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
McLaughlin. Deflected.
That 7-foot wingspan and the versatility of Nick Batum send it back. Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
Covington finds Wall. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the Clippers lead by 6.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's McLaughlin. Covington grabs the board. Los Angeles has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Back to Wall. Out to Covington. 4 on the clock. Here's Mann. Rebound Minnesota. There's 21 seconds left to play in the third. Reed with it. Guarded by Batum. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Jackson against Russell. Jackson can't get it to go. Here's McDaniels. At the buzzer.
And credit him for understanding.
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Clippers ahead, up by 1. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. The two-way threats of George and Leonard, the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. The kick out to Morris. Fires the 3. Edwards pulls it in. Minnesota's gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Shoots over George. Here's Reed. Outside for Russell. Oh, George with a steal. Jackson, pass to George. Pass to Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Well, Paul George is such a solid all-around player. This guy can score at an elite level, and he passes it well, too.
The shot by Russell, no good.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
For 3, George. Here's Leonard. Into the lane. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
It has to be interesting bringing the ball up the court, and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. Leonard really has shown very few cracks in his defensive game over the years, Doris.
BA, I think it's a combination of things. Certainly the physical attributes. He's really long. He's got unbelievable lateral quickness. His defensive instincts and IQ are just off the charts. This guy is as disruptive a defensive force as we have seen.
George outside. Back to Jackson. Edwards against George. No luck on that one. The Timberwolves have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. And Edwards slams it in.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Leonard with the ball. Russell covering. And the dunk by Jackson.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Russell against Jackson. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
NBA, that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Edwards, a pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
How about the calm demeanor of Towns? Well made for pressure situations.
Leonard on the wing. Jacks up a 3. The shot off that time. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. And the jam by Gobert.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. He doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
Russell against Jackson. Here's Leonard. And Gobert with a block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter here. To the middle. 5 on the clock. Fast break, Minnesota. Edwards with it. Guarded now by George. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Edwards. Gobert's got 4 points this quarter. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for Minnesota.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
The other thing for this team today, they have a bunch of second chance points. They're turning misses into makes.
Edwards against George. Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. Clippers grab the miss. Oh, so much on the line here.
And the crowd is locked in.
And again, it's the Clippers missing. And there's the foul. It's on Ivica Zubac. That's foul number 2 for him. And here are the Timberwolves. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. To the wing on the left. Down for 3. That shot's good. Russell making the play. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Second personal foul. Second
Good on the
team.
first, and that trims the lead to 6.
Shooting for LA, Paul George.
George hits them both. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now Russell. So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it.
tonight. And thanks for tuning in to the... And given how much these teams run, Clark, the bench play could be big.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, with how much these teams like to get up and down and push it, I think it's going to be one of those windshield wiper games. So a bunch of guys could get some action tonight.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. D'Angelo Russell, the second overall pick in 2015.
Yeah, pretty interesting, too, Kevin, that the Lakers traded him after just his second season. It was basically a salary dump. It wasn't about talent because he's got plenty of that, but he was young when he came into the league. He had a reset at age 21 and then went on to rebuild his stock in Brooklyn, making an all-star game there. And by doing that, showed everybody that he could start over.
Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
And the Grizzlies with possession here after the basket by Minnesota. Morant against Russell. Here's Adams. Gobert with the block. And he gets it back. It's Gobert with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Edwards passes to Towns. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Jackson. Brooks up on top. Morant looking around. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
The rugged toughness of Morant. Excellent at fighting through there and capitalizing in style.
Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the...
And we just got the word. Coach's challenge is being utilized here on the basket interference call.
And basket interference is another one of the types of calls that can be really difficult to make. Up by the basket, oftentimes by...
The previous play is under review.
Situations, these are tough to get right.
And compared to some of the more easy ones to review.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Basket interference calls, kind of tricky to deal with. And the word is in. The officials, guys, have ruled that the call stands. The basket interference will be in effect.
Even though they had it right the first time, it was a good move to double check.
And finished off by Morant.
Oh, the big finish by Morant. Some of his most spectacular plays happen well above the rim.
Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Stolen by Brooks. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Morant against Russell. Brooks kicks to Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Here's Morant. Minnesota with the rebound. Edwards looking it over. And Edwards with the stop.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
Morant outside. Outside for Jackson. It's Morant in the corner. An easy 2 points on the layup. Morant's got 8 points.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident, looking to score with the ball.
Here's Gobert. Off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Morant outside. Inside, Adams. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant.
Now here's Gobert. Out to Edwards. Back to Gobert. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Morant with the ball. A shot missing. And Minnesota now the other way. Passes to Gobert. And that one is off. Adams, some nice D. Morant with a wide open look. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And here's Edwards from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Took the opportunity when he saw it. 11 points in the game.
And no question, Morant has the range. Now he's working on the consistency. But the shot looks good.
Oh, here's Edwards. The kick out to Town. Traps in the trade.
The refill. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Russell against Morant. And Morant blows it down.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Russell with a wide open look. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that does it for the first quarter. Memphis up. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Morant. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. And finished up by Morant.
In just so many different ways, Morant can hurt you. Tonight, it's been with the scoring.
Russell against Jackson from past the arc. They get it again. Here's Gobert and finished off by Gobert.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That is his first foul of the game. Morant outside. Lays it up off the glass. Morant's got the lead up to 7 now for Memphis. We know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk the player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you played?
That's a great question. I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
Drives to the hoop and finished off by Morant.
And you're just asking to get burned when you give Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage.
Edwards finds McDaniel. Back to Edwards. And Adams sends it back. The 3 from Morant. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Now that is impressive and clear. Morant has made the effort to keep expanding his range.
Here's Russell. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Out to Edwards. Will it go? That's good on the jump shot. Edwards got his second basket of the game.
I tell you what, Edwards has a really nice, smooth release, and that shot looked in the moment it left his hand.
And Morant blows it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
And again, it's Memphis with the three.
And you can see the confidence Morant possesses. He's fine testing his luck with the quick pull-up, Jay.
Outside Edwards. He dishes it to McDaniels. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
The three from Morant. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And the length of Gobert can be so difficult to deal with. And that's why you have to be physical with him on defense.
And he can't hit the second. And the Grizzlies leading by 16. Morant passes to Brooks. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Edwards with it. Now defended by Bain. And Edwards with the stop.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Morant with it. He's got 32. Beyond the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Morant's got 35.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Now, about a year ago, 82% on his foul shot. So he was reliable when he went to the line.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Count it.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Morant outside. Misses the deep three-point attempt. Timberwolves trail by 15. Now here's Reed. Pass to Noel. Back to Reed. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. The three from Morant. No good that time. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step
to the Grizzlies, 37.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Picking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins. He's fine. They've got Jones, and it's Aldama with the 4. Jones with it. Guarded now by Prince. Green passes to Concha. To the middle. In by Reed. Pass to Noel. The Timberwolves working the ball around. Reed misses. And the Grizzlies leading by 13. The pass to Tillman. Out to the wing. Here's Concha. And another miss by Memphis. The Timberwolves shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Here's Reed. And the layup's good off the glass.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now here's Green. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's McLaughlin. There's the killer two-handed slam.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GS.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Aldama can't hit, and that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Morant, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Prince misses. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Now Morant. He has 35. Here's Green. A special move before the shot.
Yeah, you know, we all think of Green as a shooter, and he is. But he's capable of more than that. He scores in other ways, too. Sneaky athleticism.
From deep, Prince. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
Boy, and that'll give him a nice injection. Nothing like a rejection to get a team fired up.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. And the Grizzlies leading by 13. Morant outside. And Morant throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
McLaughlin. And too long on the shot.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Now here's Morant for 3. Minnesota with the rebound.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And how about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim?
Morant outside. Right block shot, and the Grizzlies take on 2 more.
An offensive juggernaut. Really, Morant is capable of getting it done from just about anywhere.
Here's Reed, and the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Morant outside. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. He got... And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. Timberwolves trail by 13. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
You know, Russell is so smooth. He's got deceptive length, which allows him to get those shots off behind the arc.
Here's Morant. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but through contact, he'll head to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
They're still slashing and attacking the rim, and the defense yet to make the adjustment and keep the ball in front.
The other thing they've done is they have not shied away from the mid-range game. I mean, plenty of points coming their way off of jump shot opportunities. I like that.
Edwards, that's good.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
Morant outside. Can he keep it going? Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists in the game. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. The 3 from Morant. That shot, no good. And Minnesota now the other way. Russell inside. Put by Morant. Good on that shot. And with that, the Memphis lead is cut down now to just 5 in the bucket from Russell. Morant outside. Out to Brooks. Gobert with the block. And here's Edwards. Nice move. And he sinks the layup. Edwards got 4 this quarter. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
You know, something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go, guys.
Thanks so much, David. Edwards drives in.
High drama here, guys. I mean, they've managed to get hot just when it looked like this thing was out of reach.
And what a huge injection of energy they got here in crunch time. Suddenly, they're an offensive juggernaut.
Russell against Morant. He got it again. Sensational.
My goodness. 50 for the eight.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Edwards passes to Gobert. Morant outside. Yet another bucket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Edwards dishes to Towns. There's the 3. Brooks grabs the board.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
But you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
With the step back. Jackson a screen on Russell. Now here's Morant for 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Fantastic instincts there by Morant, sizing up the D and then just taking what he sees.
Edwards from deep 3-point territory. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Morant against Russell. It's stolen by Edwards. Towns, the pass to Gobert. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. 8 points for Rudy Gobert.
Towns showing you a willingness to want to make his teammates better with that pass there.
Morant outside. Down low. Fires from deep. Good, he hits again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by
a large margin for Memphis.
The big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Ja Morant.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Now here's Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Out to Brooks. On the wing, Bain. Here's Morant. Jackson has the open look. Back to Morant. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like they...
George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. And Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
Now here's Brooks. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Jackson with it. Leonard outside. The three is up. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
The efficiency of Kawhi Leonard's three-point shooting is pretty exceptional. I mean, he's going to start taking those all night long if he's open.
Now here's Morant. with the dunk.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
He was all alone on that one.
He's a confident guy, and he's got a solid three-point shot, so Jackson rises and fires.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis. Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Here's Leonard. No luck on that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, BA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Memphis has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Moran against Jackson. Kicks it out to Jackson. On the wing, Bain. Clock at 6. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Kicks it to George. Pass to Morris. Three-pointer off the mark. The Grizzlies have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Brooks from outside. Rebound by the Clippers. Now here's Leonard. Fires for 3. Adams grabs the miss. Leonard's gone 1 for 4 from the field. And here's Morant. Jackson outside. And the dunk by Jackson.
Among the best passers in the league, Morant finds open teammates.
Up top, Jackson from the arc. Sinks it from distance. Jackson's got 6 points.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
Yeah, no question. When he is connecting from those kind of spots on the floor, it is just a huge boost for what they can do offensively.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Yeah, teams try to get physical with Moran, but he shows exceptional body control off the contact.
The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brett.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
Now here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Smart play from PG. Just sees a man with a better shot and gets him the rock.
For Memphis, they've got 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Outside Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Now here's George. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Jackson for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Just knifing his way to the rim.
He looked practically unstoppable on that play. Pass to Jackson. Takes a 3. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball.
Ball to Memphis.
8 seconds left in the first quarter. From deep. No good that time. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Grizzlies up by 4. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. A lot of rubble in there, but we're continuing to go right at the defense.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at point guard. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. Brooks the pass to Adams. Kicks it out to Jackson. 6 to shoot. And the dunk by Jackson.
A wonderful awareness from the big man as Steven Adams finds the open man.
Jackson outside. Kicks it to George. Morris passes to George. And that comes off the assist by Morris.
Physically imposing at 6'8", 220. Paul George sturdy enough to take that kind of ball. And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
From deep, Morant. Rebound by the Clippers.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pass to Morris. It's tipped. And here's Jackson from behind the arc. And the Clippers hit again from deep. And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brent.
Yeah, BA, with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. George against Bain. Pass to Zubats. Over Adams. With a second effort. Jackson can't get it to go.
And so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to George. No luck on that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Here's Morant. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Jackson for 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing. For Memphis, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Jackson against Morant. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries. Grant, we always talk about great footwork for post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, BA. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score.
Oh, nice. Look at the bench. And the bench is going nuts. Paul George dunk contest? Maybe a little overworking, but I love to see him get up.
Outside Morant. Adams with a screen on Jackson. Pass to Bain. Back to Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good. 8 buckets in 12 attempts.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
George outside. And the jam by George.
So reverse slam, that was sweet.
The finesse on full display. Morant against Jackson. Pass to Brooks. Back to Bain. Jackson down low. Soft touch off the glass. Jackson's got 4 points this quarter.
Finishing through contact. Jackson showing why a 6'11" guy with real shooting ability is so dangerous.
Here's George. Good on the short little jump shot. George has got 8.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Outside Bain. Back to Morant for 3. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. Jackson finds Leonard. Here's Zubac. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And that'll do it for the first half. This game.
With the score, your Clippers 25, the Grizzlies 25.
Second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
A line change here for Memphis. On the court for the Grizzlies. They've got Tyus Jones. He's out there with John Conchar. Green out there with Xavier Tillman. And it's Aldama in at the 4-man position. Here's Conchar. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
No good on the free throw. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Brooks is checked in. And no luck that time either.
Unusual for him. He'd been in a groove from the line.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
Here's Wall. And the basket is good. Wall's got his first points of the night.
And it felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
Outside Jones. Outside for Green. On the wing, Conchar. Pass to Aldama. Shot clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot. It's tipped.
Great anticipation. He's racked up a few of those blocks in his career, Batum has.
The Clippers in the lead. Outside Wall. The 3 is up. Counted from distance. Batum's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in LA, they were treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, that's moving them well into the right direction.
Ball with it, working on Jones. Powell outside. And Powell with the stuff.
How about Norman Powell and his vertical prowess there?
The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Outside Jones. Pass to Aldama. And stolen by Covington. Jones against Wall. To the inside. Covington. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Wall's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Good to see Covington get in there and challenge the defense.
Outside Jones. They set the pick. Pass to Conchar. Here's Aldama. Goes back up. Shakes him. And he lays it up and in.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
The ball's knocked loose. Wall, the pass to Covington. Out to Powell. Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Man, misses. Memphis trailing here.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
Left side Covington. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
You know, talking about Dillon Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games.
Yeah, BA. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Steven Adams checked in for Green. Jackson comes in for Aldama. Desmond Bane, he's checked in for Conchon. And it's Morant in for Jones. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. For Memphis, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Cash, he's 9 for 14 in the game.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Wall, the pass to Batum. Fast break, here we go. Here's Bane. Boom, he jams it straight down.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a 1-possession game. Well done.
Inside, Powell, and good. Coming on the assist by Wall. Powell's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
Brooks outside. Lets it go. It doesn't go for him. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Clippers on top. They lead by 4. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the 4th quarter could have more.
Down! Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Jackson down low, hounded by Morant. Jackson can't get it to go. Morant against Jackson. To tie it up. Got a hand on it. To the paint. Here's George. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Leonard outside. Pass to George. Back to Leonard. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Moran against Leonard. It's stolen by Leonard. Now Jackson. Leonard finds Morris. Now here's Zubac. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. About a minute and a half into the 4th now. Just 5 on the clock. For 3, George. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
That consistency from Paul George is staggering. Not a guy you can give looks like that to.
From deep, Morant. It's rebounded by George.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Brooks against Leonard. Here he goes. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
You think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career. It had to have come around 2021. That season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brent.
Yeah, B.A., you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
I like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Out of bounds, it'll be Memphis' ball. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
For Memphis, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Down low. Here's Adams. Doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Zubac. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
What a performance for Beyond the Arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
We probably have to touch on as well that tonight their penetration has been awesome. I mean, they put force on this game, attacking off the bounce, and the willingness to do that has paid off.
Here's Jackson. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass to George. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Well, he can be intimidating. Steven Adams, such a big frame down there, and great timing on that block.
Jackson the screen, and they go to the intentional foul.
Marcus Morris Sr. First personal foul. First team foul.
Morant finds Payne. Back to Morant. And that one's good. Morant's got 6 here in the quarter.
Can you say prime time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Morris on the wing. Kicks it to George. And George with the jam.
George playing with purpose, and he is in attack mode.
Now here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. Gets the 3 to fall. And the Clippers lead by 7.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Here's Brooks. Denied by Leonard.
And that's what you expect from one of the greatest defenders maybe this league has ever seen. Great play by Kawhi that time.
Jackson outside. Pass to George.
Over the top.
Are you kidding me? Wow. Amazing. Man. And he jams it home with authority.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
We love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Now Morant. There's the 3. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. So it's the Clippers picking up the win. Even early, Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Alex.
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Adding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point. Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
Morris, no good.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Edwards finds McDaniel. The kick out to Towns. Pass to Edwards. Back to Towns. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, we're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
All right, David, thanks. From outside the arc, it's hauled in by Zubac. LA has gone 0-2 from deep here. Nobody near George. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Out to Morris. Jackson dishes to George. That shot off the mark. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. The kick out to Towns. They get it back. Russell passes to Towns. Outside Edwards. Launches a three. Sinks the three-pointer.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Now here's Jackson to the paint. And it's Leonard with the jam.
And that is first class right there. Can you believe that dunk?
I'm not sure, Greg, I can. Edwards kicks to Towns. And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Edwards.
Nice interior touch from Rudy. Good at getting ideal positioning and capitalizing.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Three-pointer. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite coverage.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the Claw is.
Just 5 on the clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You got to like Towns being assertive there. When he plays like this, it really makes the defenders uncomfortable.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And Gobert throws it down.
Rudy's showing us what you get when you put size and creativity together.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
Coming onto the court is your Clippers.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing here by 8, and the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Edwards against George. And Leonard has it in the corner. Back to George. 6 on the shot clock. Collects the two-pointer near the hoop.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside. Looking very comfortable from in there.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, easy call.
For Minnesota, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Now here's Jackson. No points in the game yet for him. On the wing, Morris. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. George against Edwards. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
The defense on George a little too tight there. But to have any chance against him, you have to challenge him.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Out to Edwards. Outside, Towns. Back to Edwards. For the 3. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Timberwolves leading by 6. McDaniels dishes to Edwards. Back to McDaniel. Outside, Towns. And good. The friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Towns has got his second basket of the night.
And pure cash. Whenever Towns gets these types of looks, he's consistent at spraying.
And Jackson gets it to go.
And another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Trains the 3-pointer. Edwards got 6.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
And he trains the 3, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And it looks like
the previous play is under review.
The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game. And really, it's a...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it. And so it's Minnesota ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. Right back after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your...
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer.
The previous play is under review.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay,
after the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Moving, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Russell passes to Edwards. It's good. Edwards got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Timberwolves. We know you need talent to win, Steve, so how critical is basketball IQ to winning at the highest level? How important is it in that equation?
Kevin, it's everything. A playoff series can turn on a single play. And the guys, you can tell the difference who has a high basketball IQ and an average IQ. It does make a difference. In my opinion, one of the most talented two-way players of this generation. Paul George has stayed humble throughout his success and has shown that he is willing to do whatever it takes to win.
Here's Towns. The shot that time, not on target. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's George. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
You know, offensive rebound is largely about hustle. Paul George plays with great energy and focus.
Jackson against Russell. Leonard with the steal. 4-on-3 break. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. To the inside, here's Morris, and rejection by McDaniel. Edwards with it. George picks him up.
An all-defensive first-teamer multiple times. Paul George has a nose for the ball.
Jackson finds George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. George has got 6 here in this quarter.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Paul George with the steal. Out to Morris. Plenty of space. And it's good. 2 points. Now just a 3-point Minnesota lead.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit. But can they get over the hump?
This is the tricky part. Having enough left in the tank to finish the job.
So with a wide open look, the Timberwolves again can't hit. And here's Los Angeles. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And the wide open shot for Morris. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Great find by Leonard. When the offense runs through you time and time again, you have to become a good playmaker.
Towns dishes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Here's Jackson with the 3. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Russell with it. Guarded now by Morris. Towns for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Morris passes to Zubac, and he's going to get whistled for that foul. G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And it's George missing. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
First team.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Towns wide open. That 3 off the mark. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
The Timberwolves shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
Russell high post. Jackson on him. Russell with the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Morris with the screen for George. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one is on Towns.
And when he's aggressive, watch out. Morris finishing through the contact, now going to the line to try and add one more.
Edwards looking it over. Russell finds McDaniel. And here's Gobert. Zubac defending. Gobert double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. And here's Leonard from 3. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
For a guy who hit only 25% of his threes in college, Kawhi has become one of the NBA's best at the wing position.
Here's Edwards. That one a little long. Morris outside. And And no good in the last second attempt this time. Thank you, David. And we'll be right.
Your Clippers, 25. The Timberwolves, 24.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steal.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
On the court for Minnesota, we've got Prince. Reed is out there with Anderson. And it's McLaughlin in at the 1. Dishes it to Anderson. Timberwolves piecing it around. 6 to shoot. Pope loose. And now the Clippers on the break. Powell with the ball. And Jalen Noel picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here is Powell to the wing right side. Ball taking his time here. The feed to Batum. Reed with the block. And it's Prince penetrating. And it's good for 2. Prince has got the first field goal the second half of the Timberwolves.
Don't sleep on Taurean Prince. He will challenge you off the bounce now. Does a good job of navigating his way through the defense.
In the corner, Powell with it. Passes it to Mann. A rebound by the Timberwolves. They've led by as many as 11 points. To the paint, here's Anderson. Batum grabs the miss. The Clippers trail.
You know what makes Nicholas Batum indispensable? When they need him in the paint, he's there. When they need him on the perimeter, he's there.
Covington wide open. He fires. And he recovers it. Right side wall. And Batum throws it down.
All right. Batum still has some hops left in those legs.
And with Batum, his versatility has earned him a lot of minutes over his career.
Kevin, reason why? When you got a guy who can guard a wing and get you points in the paint, that'll always get you some floor time. One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Wall passes to Powell. Takes it off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 1.
We see this every night from Norman Powell, putting on his hard hat and going to work.
Here's McLaughlin, covered by Wall. Noel passes to Prince. He doesn't hit that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Wall dishes to Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Getting to the rim, Covington has popped when he needs it.
Timberwolves trail by 3.
2 minutes remaining.
McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. Here's Noel. Rebound by the Clippers.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
On the wing, Batum. Here's Mann, guarded by Prince. Outside for Batum. Shot clock at 5. Here's Powell driving inside. The rebound by Prince.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Noel passes to Prince. Here's Mann, guarded by Prince. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
No coverage, that's up. Covington's got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers. Here's Noel. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Once you get the height advantage from there, no need to mess around.
And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Down low, here's Powell. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got 4 assists in the game.
Keeping his balance on the difficult take. Norman Powell is gifted at finishing through physical contact.
Pass to Anderson. It's up a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. The pass to Covington. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Reed. Knocks down the 3 ball. Reed's got 9 points now in just the second half.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
And we just finished. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
3/10 quarters behind us and more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Jackson looking it over. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Minnesota in the lead. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those 2.
Russell kicks to Towns. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. George has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Morris. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Edwards with it. George picks him up. And Los Angeles guys shooting the ball at 42%. Here's Leonard. Outside for George. Morris outside. Outside Jackson. Another shot. And it's sent back by Russell. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this 4th quarter. Russell finds Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Gobert can't hit. Clippers have gotten off to a rough start in the 4th quarter, going 0 for 4 so far.
Nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
There's Russell with the 3, and there's the call on Rudy Gobert. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
You want your team to be aggressive on the glass, but he was a little too zealous for that rebound.
Yeah, there's an art to snatching rebounds from behind, but most players can't pull it off. Tim Duncan was one of the best.
Russell with it. Leonard picks him up. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Paul George. Second personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Here's Gobert, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
When Gobert gets in deep, that's often your best option is to wrap him up and send him to the line.
No good on the second free throw.
He wanted to get his team the lead, and even though he didn't, he should feel good. At least he tied it up.
Second personal.
Clippers have gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the 4th quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Outside for George. Jacks up a three. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And slammed up by Gobert.
Gobert looking comfortable stepping into the spotlight right now.
Jackson against Russell.
2 minutes.
Jackson passes to Zubac. No good on the shot. So Minnesota will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. And the dunk by Towns.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting the chance to come up big for his team.
Edwards against Short. Short flanks the putback jam. Minnesota leading by 3. Here's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And with that unique combination of size and skill, Towns can sure get himself going offensively.
The 3 from George. And he's good on the 3-ball.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Inside, here's Gobert. And the Clippers making a change here. Covington's checked in. Strictly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
Smart ball handling from them in this one. Passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Jackson finds Leonard. Outside for George. Outside Jackson. 4 on the shot clock. Good! And oh, that was an enormous 3-pointer.
That is world class. Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Edwards passes to Russell. He sinks the clutch free throw.
And typically, he's reliable from the line. Let's see if Russell can come up here big for his team.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
Outside Jackson. To the middle. Here's Morris. It's in! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
And that's a clutch bucket by Morris, showing the team they can count on him down the stretch.
Here's Towns. Shakes him. It falls!
Unreal. Big Cat, one of the game's great scorers, also deadly in the clutch.
Morris outside. Lets it go with a 3. Count it! And timeout called by Chris Finch. Guys, your thoughts?
And they have just enough time for a catch and shoot here. It has to be an immediate shot, though. That's their only hope.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.